a learning curve and some regret by a global company with presence across the continent. A Paragon Tailings executive took to the stand to give his testimony on day 2 of the competition tribunal's hearings into alleged collusion between the company and Fraser Alexander.
Initially, we weren't invited to the tender. So then we engaged with Sibanye to see whether we can tender on the work.
Enter Wade Leaf, a project manager at Fraser Alexander at the time. Unhappy in his job, he approached Paragon, saying he'd resigned and was starting his own consultancy firm, offering to help them with the same tender. Fraser Alexander was already bidding for it.
He mentioned that he saw that our name was on the tender list and he'd like to submit on Paragon's behalf a tender, but under the Wade Leaf consultancy umbrella. And that's what we then agreed.
But Fraser Alexander's human resources head, Claire McMaster, says Leaf wasn't quite the free agent he claimed to be.
We were not aware that he'd registered that company until he made the statements that we've just referred to in the evidence. He resigned at the end of October, and the work began earlier on this tender.
Once the tender was closed at the end of October, Leaf was still employed at Fraser and was still wooing Paragon Tailings.
A letter from Sibanye advising you that the prices were similar were on the 25th of November. How much earlier did you get the tip-off?
Tip-off came in on the 12th of November.
In a statement to Newzroom Afrika, Fraser Alexander says Sibanye-Stillwater's internal probe confirmed it did nothing wrong and that the company remains committed to sustainability and community development. We also reached out to Sibanye-Stillwater for comment. The competition tribunal hearings are on pause until a date is set for final arguments and setting the fine. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Pretoria.